Welcome to Early Bird Picker. My name is Rafa. I'm a reseller on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and Amazon. So those are the three platforms that I currently sell on. That said, with regard to Amazon, I almost exclusively sell my books on there. So for all other items that I'm trying to resell, I pretty much exclusively list them on eBay and then onto Facebook Marketplace. So I cross-post my listing from eBay onto Facebook Marketplace. And I cross-post roughly 90% of my items from eBay to Marketplace. I've been listing things for sale on Facebook Marketplace for a few years before they offered shipping. As soon as they started offering shipping, I jumped on that. So my guess is I've probably been doing that about a year, however long they've offered it. Lately with my channel, I receive more and more questions kind of specifically about what I list on Facebook Marketplace, how I do it, just the choices that I make, and whether it's worth it or not to take the time to cross-post specifically from eBay to Marketplace. For most of my items, I've definitely decided it is worth taking the time to cross-post. When I did my taxes in 2020 for Q4, which is really the only quarter that I was completely selling the whole time because of the COVID shutdown and all that, aside from Amazon book sales, in Q4 of 2020, about 70% of my sales came from eBay and 30% from Facebook Marketplace sales online. If you're interested or have like detailed questions about how I make that decision, etc., either drop a comment here on this video or message me on Instagram at EarlyBirdPicker. I'd be more than happy to share with you my experience of how I make those decisions and what I found that sells. But the purpose of this video is to do a screenshot video demonstrating exactly in real time how long it takes me to take my listing that I've created in eBay, so it'll be ready to go, and cross-post that listing onto Facebook Marketplace and show you basically step-by-step what I do for a just standard item like shoes or clothing. In this particular case, it's shoes. I'm a really big fan of how easy it is to list an item on Facebook Marketplace, especially if you already have an eBay listing created. As you'll see in the video here in a second, I don't have to type hardly anything. I really utilize copy and paste functions. If you're already an experienced reseller on eBay, and if you're just concerned that learning to list on a brand new platform is just going to take a lot of time, I hope the video demonstrates it is just really pretty simple. Like I said, if you have any specific questions about the whole process, I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. Comment below or message me on Instagram. But the main purpose of this video is to demonstrate in real time the time investment it takes to make the second listing. All right, let's get them. Go into eBay, open the listing that you're wanting to cross-post. In making this video, I realize there's an actual faster way to do this, but what I currently was doing is I open the item description and I copy and paste the bulk of what I have written about the item. I copy the condition notes. I go into a blank note in my phone and I paste those there. I return back to the eBay app. I scroll to the top. I copy the title of the listing. I now have everything I need from the eBay listing. So I scroll to the bottom and go ahead and list my item active on eBay. Open the Facebook app, scroll to Marketplace, list an item or sell an item. I go choose my photos. I then paste the title that I had copied from eBay, and then I add, for my business model, free shipping to the title. Put the price that you want to sell the item at. Choose the correct category. Choose the condition description most fitting for your item. Fill in size, brand, activity, and color from the next drop-downs. For filling in the description, the most recent thing that I've copied is the title, and I repeat that in the description. Switch back to Note app where I place the condition notes, either cut or copy. Back to Facebook app, paste condition notes in the item description. Back to Note app where I have another note with a typical statement about my shipping policy for Facebook Marketplace. Copy that. Back to Facebook app in the item description, paste the notes about shipping. Create some tags for your listing if you want to. I have some notes at the end of this video about doing that. I'm really not sure how effective it is. As you can see, typically the only tags that I use are just words from the title of the listing. So I'm scrolling back up to review what the title was. And then I go back down to the tag box and I put those tags. Hit the next button in the top right corner to move on to the shipping page. Choose shipping or local pickup, whether you're going to purchase your shipping label outside of Facebook or through Facebook, and then select the weight category for your package. Choose if you want to allow offers. For this one, I turned it off. Hit next, takes you to the page to publish your item. The listing process is so fast, I couldn't get the words in my voiceover to match the video. On the publish page, it's automatically marked that you're going to list your item to Marketplace, but then there's an option if you're a part of local buying and selling groups locally, you can choose to post your item to those groups as well. I used to choose 15 additional local buying and selling groups to post my item for sale. I've now stopped posting into the local groups because in the last 6 months, I only had one person from one of the groups interested in buying one of my items. This is likely because my business model, I structure my pricing such that it's to attract a buyer for shipping rather than local. The only items that I would still publish into the groups in addition to Facebook Marketplace, large items, maybe like a golf bag that I really just don't want to ship. So the time on that screen capture video says 3 minutes and 9 seconds. I've never actually timed it before, but I'm really okay with that because I know that compared to eBay takes so much longer. So in that video, that's the method or like the strategy that I've been using for several months now, probably more than 6 months. As you saw, I fully create the listing in eBay. Then before I set my eBay listing to active, I still have basically all of it open. Then I toggle over to the Facebook app and then I just start copy and pasting the relevant information. And then for me, what really works too is having a note ready to go in my phone with the shipping information. And then I just copy and paste that. Just a couple of really simple drop downs that you got to fill out in Facebook Marketplace. On Marketplace, you can choose to add tags for your item. I always do that, although it might be completely unnecessary and I might be able to save some time there because the tags that I add are always just the words from the title because I can never think of anything else more creative to add that I didn't already put in the title. So it's likely that's actually a waste of time because the algorithm already probably picks up those words, but you never know, maybe it gives you bonus points for putting it in there a second time. There are certainly exceptions, but this example was just for a really simple listing. And for run-of-the-mill simple listings, I choose to use the Facebook Marketplace label where I purchased the label through Facebook Marketplace. I didn't spend a ton of time on this screen, but these shoes were over 2 pounds, and so they classify like as a 3 pound on eBay. If you're buying a Facebook Marketplace label, they're in the 2 to 5 pound rate, which is a flat $12. I'm certain if I really looked into it and I wanted to access like a separate discount shipping service that I might be able to send those shoes at the 3 pound rate for less than $12. But for now, for me, I've made the decision with my current business model that I really value efficiency and speed. I like when the item sells that the label is just there ready to go. I don't have to spend time accessing another site, putting in the information, that sort of thing. If you're used to selling on eBay, really the only thing that would slow you down in the whole listing process is deciding on Facebook Marketplace whether you want to use a Facebook Marketplace purchase label or purchase your own shipping label on an outside site and then come back into Facebook Marketplace and load it there. If you're just getting into Facebook Marketplace selling or investigating it and you'd be interested in seeing a video specifically about the shipping options, whether you want to do a Facebook Marketplace label or purchase your own label and then load it there, I'd be more than happy to try and make a video about that. But for this video, I really just want to demonstrate the speed and the overall simplicity to approaching the listing on Marketplace compared to eBay. I'm going to wrap this video up real quick, but I just wanted to address 2 more things. The first thing is that there's definitely services and apps and tools basically that you can use to cross-post. You make your one listing and then it cross-posts to different platforms. If you're curious, I actually have looked into those and I just haven't been satisfied yet with the listings that are created, especially considering once you get to know the different platforms. For me, I tweak my listing on one compared to the other. They're just not identical, and so that makes it really hard to make a cross listing from one website. Maybe you know of one that works really well. If you do, drop a comment below there. If that's the case, I know that some cross-posting sites will let you manage the listing, or it will like automatically remove the listing once it sells on one platform to the other. But that's the final point of this video. If you use a method similar to what I just demonstrated, it becomes really important that you're just really stay on top of when item sells on one platform, that then you pretty much immediately go to the other platform and remove the listing. I have a whole process for how I do that. I can make a video on that as well. You definitely have to have some type of plan or organization for that situation. Otherwise, you get into a situation where an item sells on one platform and then it sells on the other platform if you didn't take it off. And unless you have multiples, obviously you can only ship the one item to one person, and then you're in trouble on the other platform. But that's really all I wanted to show tonight, is just my basic standard method for cross-posting from eBay to Facebook Marketplace. If you liked the video at all or found it valuable, please be sure and hit the like and subscribe. Comment below with any questions, or if you're interested in learning more, comment specifically with what you're wanting to learn more about, whether it be the shipping on there, how to manage removing a listing. I personally keep a log of everything I've removed. I'd be happy to share any part of the process with you. When I went to edit this video, it occurred to me when I watched the beginning where I go and I open a note and then I copy and paste the condition notes from the eBay listing into the note, that could possibly be an extra step that's not required. You could probably experiment with leaving the eBay app open while you are currently making your Facebook Marketplace post, and you just copy directly from eBay without making any sort of note where you put those as a placeholder, basically, the condition notes. If I remember correctly, though, the reason why I switched to that method, occasionally when I leave the eBay app open for too long, just kind of unattended, it closes itself down and closes out the listing, and then I have to go reopen it. And so I think to get around this, I just open that note from the beginning and I put those condition notes so they're just there ready to go. And then I can go ahead and submit my listing on eBay at the very beginning once I've copied the info and just be done with it. Thanks so much for checking out this video. And as always, I'll see all y'all in the next video.